get so strong.
So we have inserted the element. Now we have to do is we have to delete the element, right? So we will write a function to delete the element. Delete or check. So when we want to check or if we want to delete the element, okay? So we enter here. So when do we need to call this function? Whenever the check or delete button is clicked, okay? So to do that, first we have to select the buttons. So we will do that by using so if the user clicks on the to-do list, we will check like here. If the user clicks on this button, we will check whether the button is checked or deleted, and we will do our work accordingly. So we will add an event listener. So here to do list dot add event listener, and we will give it a function of click, and we will call delete or check function, right? So as we have called the function, now we will work with it. So we will create first a constant variable of item, so where we can store the current value. So to store that, we will have event dot target. Okay, so let's see what do we get in our variable item console.log item. Great. So let's see what we have here. If refresh, I add my name, enter, open the console. Here in console I click this, so we get the complete element, right? And now if I click on this, see, I get the completed button. If I click on this, I get the trash button. So I can find out on which section did I click in the complete division, right? So now we will check if we want to delete, if the user wants to delete the element, right? So if item dot class list of 0 is equal to trash, that is trash button. If the item that we have clicked is the delete button, then we will do that is delete element, else. Okay. So we cannot do else, because if the user has clicked on the list, it will work as check button, and we do not want to do that. So for that, we will do is we'll create a new check where we check if the item is checked or not. So similarly, item dot class list of 0 is equal to completed button. Okay, and here we check or strike the item. Okay, great. Now to delete the item, we have to do is firstly select the parent element, because if I write something here now in the console, I'll show you what we get. Console.log, and we have item. Okay, and for checked also I'll show you. So here if I clicked on check, see, it's not working because so the work I told you that let it be pointer to be null, we'll do it here. So we will just a minute. So the icons, we want this icons to be clickable, but it is not been clicked, so we have to click outside the icons. So to do that, we will do this. So we will select the class of trash and check, and we will nullify that event so that we can use it to click. Yeah. So now you can see if I click anywhere, yeah, I get the value. So let me show you what I was trying to explain. So if I click on check, I get the completed button, right? I get the button, but I do not want the button, I want the element, right? I want this list if I want to add it or delete it. So to do that, we will go here in JavaScript, and instead of item we will take, okay, so let's see what we get if I select the parent element, right? So now let's see what we get in our browser. If I delete it, see, I get the complete element to do, where I have the list of element Mubin name and the button. So I want to delete this complete element, so this is what we did. So I have the element now, so we will remove the element. So first we will create a variable and store this. So parent element, and then we will add a little animation so that it looks good when we delete the element, right? So for animation we have to work with CSS, so we will just add the class to do dot class list dot add animation, and okay, right. Now we want to remove it from our browser, so we will do this after, as soon as the transition, the animation is over, then and only then we will remove the element, because if I delete the element and the transition isn't over, so the transition won't work and the element will go directly from the screen and it would look absurd. So to overcome this, we have a JavaScript function of event listener where we will wait until the transition is complete. So transitioned, and then we'll call this function. So what does this function do is this will remove, so the element that we created dynamically will be removed. So let's see if this works. Okay, I create an element and I go delete. Okay, so as we haven't yet animated it, so to do that the transition isn't getting complete, so in CSS we will do that too. Anim, and we will add a little good animation so that it looks good. So animation, and what do we name the animation? To do fade 0.8 seconds, and it will ease forward. Okay, and we have to give this transition in our to do class. Okay, so this won't work until and unless we give this transition in our to do class, so we have to give to do class here transition, and in transition we will give all complete transition for 0.5 seconds and ease. So now let's see if I delete it, it's not working. Okay, why is it working? So we just remove the element, and let's see if the element is removed. Yeah, so see, the element goes away. Great. So we have deleted the element. Now we have to do is to complete the element. So if my element is completed, I have to do something so that it can be seen that the work is completed. Right now we don't have any effect, so we will do that now. So we will add, first take the parent element, that is parent element, and then we will add a class list of completed to it. So if it, so we are using toggle because the user can uncheck it and then it will be completed, right? So we have to use this in our CSS and give a property of completed, and we have to give it a text decoration of strike through, text decoration line through. So now we can see, yes, so you can see the element is strike through. So and we will, and strike through, and we will give it a little opacity change so that it becomes visible that this is a complete element and this is a incomplete element. So we will translate it a bit from its original position so that it looks out of the box. So yes, now I add a new element. So you can see this element is a bit moved outward, so you can visibly see that the element is deleted. So now if I don't want to, I want the element to be unchecked. If I forget that no, I have this work pending, so yeah, you can, yeah, the element gets back, and if you tick mark, the element moves away, and if you delete, it goes away, right? So this is the functionality we wanted in our application. Great. Now we have to work on our filter function, right?